Hello, welcome back to Ketter Gaming. We're going to be taking a look at the global market today. So I've been playing around a little bit, checking out some of the different crops that are for sale, and I noticed that there's a pretty big gap on the oats market right now. The low end being in the 400s, and the high end, if we scroll down here, being all the way up into the 800s. So when there's a big delta like that, there's opportunity for us to potentially buy some at a low price, ship it somewhere else, and sell it for profit. So I've played around with a little bit of this already. So I put 50,000 of our in-game money into the metagame, transferred that over, and we bought a single warehouse in the US. And so if I click here, you can see that we have one warehouse in the United States, so I can store up to 25,000 liters of material. And there's a bunch of licenses and different things that we're going to need. And so before I start buying and selling, what I want to do is find a good deal on the market. And so we're looking at, right now, I'm looking at this country of Belize, and I see that there's a lot of oats for sale in the $300 to $400 range. And if I go back out here and look at the global market, people are buying oats for much higher than that in most countries. Well, in fact, I think I already have a tab open, right? Poland's buying oats, 21,000 oats for $700. So that's a $400 per 1,000 liter markup over a $300 oat purchase, or a 300 over this. So what I plan to do here and show you guys as I'm doing it is we're going to buy a warehouse here in, do not currently own any warehouses. Oh, that's the wrong button here. Go to the warehouses tab, and we're going to find that country, and we're going to lease a new warehouse. So it costs $5,000 to lease a warehouse, but we'll have that lease for a total of 30 days. And so what I want to do is jump back over into the global market here, and we want to go buy that product before somebody else sees that it's here for cheap. And so we're going to go ahead and snatch up all of these oats, and then we'll worry about where we're going to sell them. So I'm going to take the max amount on these lower ones, and we're just going to get all that we can here because this is a really good price from what we're seeing. 4, 3, 7, 5, 1, 6, 2, 9, and 2, 6, 3, 4. I do wish there was just a buy all type button where I could click on that. Okay, so now if I look at the warehouse here in Belize, I can see that I'm at now 14,751 liters of material. I can see that it's the oats here that I have. And so now that I have those materials, I need to go see 14,751. We're going to go look and see where we can sell them. So I could go to and sell them to Poland, but I'd have to buy a warehouse in Poland as well. Or we could ship them back to the United States and sell them here. Now, the thing to watch for, though, is I can only sell, 4,000, 7,000, 8, 9, almost 10,000 here in the U.S., but I do already have a warehouse here. So for me, that's the better deal than trying to take them over and sell them in Poland, where I could sell them all, but I'd have to spend another 5,000 on a warehouse, and I also have to buy import-export licenses. So because I'm going to, jumping around here a little bit, because I'm here, my product is all here, what I want to do is go to the licenses screen, and I want to get an export license so I can get my crops out of Belize. And then I want to get an import license so that I can bring my crops to my warehouse in the United States. Now, these are $1,000 a piece, and they also will last for a full month. And so this is a lot of sunk costs. So I've now spent $12,000 just to get 2 warehouses and the licenses. But I should be able to pay for that pretty quickly. I think I need to go to my warehouse list, and then I can send to the United States, I'm going to send oats, and I'm actually going to send it all. 14751. And we're only sending one. We're going to send it using standard speed for $1,000, $15 per 1,000 liters. And so it's going to cost me, let me just get the shipping going. It'll probably tell me what I spent here. Customs info number 0. I was hoping it would tell me how long it was going to take to send. Oh, that is, I think, expected delivery 1904. We're at 1504 right now. So it's going to take 4 hours to send that. So you're banking on the fact that that deal to sell in the U.S. will still be active 4 hours from now. And so that would be the benefit of, I could have expedited shipping and sent it in half the time for more up front. So for us, I've seen some good deals on oats in the U.S. for a few days now, so I don't think that they're going to go away completely. And if they do, we'll just leave them sitting in the U.S. I think there's a lot of players on the U.S. maps, and you might buy oats and bring them into your map so that you can feed your horses or something, or it could just be completely the meta game. Actually, I don't know if you can bring material back out of a warehouse. I think you can only put it into a warehouse. I'm not sure about that. I'll have to read up on that a little bit. Either way, we've got some material here moved over. And if we go into our ledger, showing you guys all my finances again, we can see in the meta account tab that this was the total cost for me to ship. So there's the $1,000 up front. And then because I was only shipping 14,000 and some odd liters, the actual shipping per liter doesn't cost that much. It's the act of having an initial shipment that has that $1,000 that we really got to watch out for. And you can see all my other purchases here for the actual product and my leases. So I did some other purchases earlier and managed to sell some oats right locally in the market. There was some for sale for a lot cheaper than they were to purchase off the market. And so we're going to wait on this and check back in about 4 hours when our shipping comes in, and see if we can make a profit. So we'll check back with you guys in a few hours. We're back here checking out the global market while we wait for our product to ship. And I noticed a good deal. I'm looking at the United States because I have a warehouse there. And you can see here that somebody's selling barley at $4.12. And there's 4,080 liters available. So we're going to go ahead and buy that, because we're going to turn around and sell that same barley here. I bought 4,080. So I'm going to sell 4,080 back for $4.35. And then if we come in here and look at our ledger for our meta account, we're going to see we spent 1,682 and we got back 1,778. This is a really minor profit, but it was sitting there right in front of us, and it's a good example of just paying attention to the markets in an area that you have a warehouse and seeing what you can do. And so I'm going to go back down here in the United States because I think there was a few more low barley amounts here. And so we can go up to 10,000. So I'm going to go ahead and buy 8,556 of this, fill that order, and we're going to turn around and immediately sell that back. And once again, make a little bit of profit. This isn't something that you're going to get rich doing them in such small amounts, but I've come across a few of these where the delta was a little bit higher than that. And so once again, we made almost $200 just by clicking a button for 10 seconds. And so there are definitely good deals that you can come across if you're paying attention to a market that you have a warehouse in. And it's really handy that you can actually filter by all the areas. And so here we're starting to come in really close to 430. There's not enough product here to bother because I'd need a minimum of 2,000 to sell. And once I get to 430, the delta isn't big enough because I think there's a small surcharge involved in transactions. I'm not sure. I haven't done the math yet, but I know there's some surcharges when you're moving things into shipping things and in different aspects of the game, so it wouldn't surprise me. I'm just taking a quick look here. Not a great deal on corn. Not a great deal. Actually, this is a pretty good deal on milk because I can buy 1,045 and sell it back. So I'm going to do that. 1,045. Buy that milk order, and then for milk, I love that it filters down to what I just bought. I can't sell it here because I'd need a minimum of 3,000, but I can fill 1,045. I could fill part of that, but then I wouldn't have enough to fill this, so I'm going to put it all here. 1,045 fill order. So we just made a little bit more money. And then if I just keep going down this list here, oats, I can buy 3,000 oats for $7.27 and turn around and sell them here. But oats is the one where I've got really good priced oats coming in, so I don't want to take a $100 trade when I have a $300 trade coming in soon, ideally. So I'm going to leave that one there. Soy, sugar beets. Was there sugar beets here? So sugar beets are going for $97. Nope, not a great deal. What about wood chips? I can buy wood chips at 101, but I wouldn't make any profit selling them back. So this is just an example of the ability to sell inside the existing market without having to ship any product anywhere. So while I need a warehouse to be able to buy it and then sell it back, I don't need an import and an export license to be able to do a trade like this. So if you're just getting started out and you're looking at an area, you're going to play on a map in a given area, so having a warehouse there is already a good investment. This might be a good way to just check in every once in a while and see if you can make a couple of bucks when you're not able to accept any contracts. Today's been a really busy day. Lots of people online, Saturday, Sunday afternoon, and it's spring. So the contracts have been coming in and getting snatched up pretty quick. So we haven't been able to get any field contracts today, but hopefully next time we get on, we'll be able to grab some as spring and summer continues. Spring, summer, and fall tend to be pretty busy, so I expect we'll get back out in the fields here over the next couple of days. All right, we'll check back in after our shipment comes in on the oats later on here. We have waited until our delivery came through, and we can see that we just got this delivered into our United States warehouse. And so now if we come in here to the United States, we can see that we have 14,000 plus liters of oats. So let's go ahead and jump back over to the global market, and we're going to see if our oats buy orders are still available. And it looks like we've only got one of them still here. That's unfortunate. We're going to go ahead and fill that real quick. But not a total loss, because with so many oats here still left even, what we're going to be able to do is just keep an eye for additional oats orders here in the US. Because the market is so much higher, eventually another buy order is going to pop up, and we'll be able to fill that when it does. Price on oats is continuing to go up right now. You can see the sell orders are pretty high here. So we made a couple of thousand on that. In fact, I'll go ahead and pull up the trades that we've been making so far today. While I've been doing that, I've been doing some in-country trading. And so we started with 50,000 in the Meta account to do this. And with that, we spent $12,000 to buy 2 warehouses and 1 import and 1 export license. So given that we've spent $12,000 on just warehouse and licensing, we're still doing okay here. You know, that would put us at what, 46. So we haven't quite recovered our entire investment, but we're only 4,000 away from recovering our entire trading investment so far. And so given that we still have so many oats left to sell eventually, and I've got a few other things sitting in my other warehouses, I think we're doing pretty good. My goal will be to see if we can recover all of our investment and get back over 50,000 here over the next couple of days. So we'll keep checking in on that every couple of days, but you can see I've done a lot of small trades here, right? You know, I bought something for 14, sold it for 14.50. Yeah, I'm not making a lot of money there, right? That's $50, but I did a few here where, you know, I'm making $200 or, you know, spread it out across a few different purchases and sells. So we're going to keep playing with this and see if we can turn an overall profit. So this is kind of just a preview into the global market and me playing with import and export and shipping to see how that works. We'll keep trying some new things here and post another video out on all of this soon. That's all for today. Kadirk.